Hello and welcome to the Views Cantina. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you how to make 2 craft margaritas, and if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious beverage that is so refreshing, your family's gonna ask you for more.
What are you doing?
I carried a watermelon.
Oh.
We're gonna take our watermelon and we're gonna slice it into little pieces so that it's easy for us to freeze. Make sure to save the big piece for yourself.
That's right.
Excuse me.
This is watermelon is perfect.
Yeah, we have a recipe for you guys, but
Yeah, we do have a recipe.
really do.
Hold on.
Just give us a minute.
Wow, that watermelon left me a little speechless here. I'm blushing, so delicious.
It's perfectly sweet.
The force is definitely with this piece of watermelon. Next, you want to take your watermelon and place it into your favorite freezer bag, container, because we want this to be nice and hard and frozen. Seal the deal. Hey! And now you want to place this in your freezer overnight. Make sure that they're fully frozen, hard as a rock, and I'll see you guys soon. Now that we've frozen our watermelon, you want to place your watermelon cubes in your blender. Take your tequila blanco and pour that in. Take your orange liqueur and we're gonna add 2 ounces of that.
And today you're using licor de naranja?
Yes, I love it. So good. Está hecha en Mexico.
Nice.
We're gonna be adding 2 ounces of lime juice. And now we're gonna blend, and we're gonna blend at a max of about 5. We're looking for a slushy consistency. And boom, done. Take a plate and add your margarita salt. Take your citrus and rub it on the outer part of the cup you'll be using. Who's ready for a taste? I have a bowl of pre-cooked shrimp, and those are always easier when you have a lot of family around. And what you want to do, you want to squeeze grapefruit juice and orange juice. Preferably fresh. And you want to let these set for a minimum of 2 hours so that they can absorb the flavors and they're ready to party with you. And next we're gonna make our shrimp margarita. This is for all of you that love to snack while you're having a margarita like my sister and I, and even if you don't, you're gonna love this recipe. So go ahead and take your 3 ounces of your white tequila, and you're gonna need the 2 ounces of your orange liqueur.
I'm about to throw that one in my smoothies in the morning. It's so good.
This bottle doesn't last long in my house, not only because it's beautiful and you can repurpose this bottle and put your olive oil in here or your different oils to pour out and things like that, but it's just a beautiful bottle to have and it tastes so good. I really like it. A lot of you were asking on my Instagram what it was. All the details are in the description area. And you're gonna need your 2 ounces of lime juice. Woo! That key lime's so good. Add your tomatillos. And we're gonna be adding a few strips, about 3 or 4 strips of your cucumber.
Just the peel?
Just the peel. Okay. And next, you wanna blend until smooth. And boom, done! Rim your cup on the outer parts with your citrus. And friends, remember, you don't have to drink alcohol to have a good time. And because of that, I always got you with some virgin drinks.
But if you do choose to drink, do it responsibly.
Don't drink and drive. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. If you need a nap, go take a nap. And keep an eye on the kids.
And if you need a designated driver, you know who to call.
You?
Well, if I'm not around, you can call yourself an Uber.
Or your favorite Tia.
That's right.
Place your ice cubes in your cup. A few cubed cucumbers. This smells divine. Go ahead and pour it in your cup. Okay, amigos, say ah. I am spoon feeding you this.
Those of you that are of age can say ah.
And next you want to add those shrimp we marinated in the citrus juice. Yummy. And you want to garnish, and also for flavor, just a little sprig of cilantro right there. Who's ready to party? Hey!
I'm ready.
And for those of you that have a spice lover, go ahead and drizzle a little bit of hot sauce, or you can add slices of jalapeno, but chiltepín salsa is divine. And now we're gonna make our non-alcoholic drink. Go ahead and rim your cup with a little citrus, just on the outer part. Dip it in your margarita salt. Add 2 ounces of orange juice, or 1 whole orange. You're gonna add 2 ounces of lime juice, or you can use 2 key limes. You can use Topo Chico, your tonic water, just whatever little spritzer that has a little fizz that you enjoy. And you can add a little bit of that to your drink. Mix, mix, mix. And for your ice cubes, you wanna use your watermelon cubes. And boom, done, amigos. You have a delicious, refreshing drink. It's gonna keep you all happy all summer long. And let me tell you, if you like tart and sweet, you're gonna love this drink. Boom, gone.
See you later, drink.
Yeah, see you later. Wow, that's amazing. That's spectacular. I would pay $100 by the pool for that one right there.
You said by the pool.
By the pool.
It quickly replaced my strawberry margarita.
Yeah, it did. Friends, if you guys are wondering why I have 2 cocktails here, it's because I've worked so hard all year long and it's birthday season for me. This is the pregame before I start grilling some burgers.
Because that's what you do when it's hot outside. You grill outside. You join the elements.
You know, when the cocktail gets better and you need some snacking after a few drinks, this is the one you go with.
It's gonna hold you over, right? Before the real snacks come out.
Oh my goodness.
Not to worry, friends. I have my drink too. Someone's gotta hold this camera.
I need spoons. Forget the straw because I'm gonna take a bath in this.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be that lady that walks around with her 2 drinks. I'll see you guys later. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Hello and welcome. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make the best fajita seasoning marinade that you've ever had. So you guys are like family to us, and I really wanted to share this with you guys because it's about to be like cookout season. And even if you're not cooking out, you can put this on your stovetop, grill it however you want to do it. But let me tell you, this is gonna be like bomb.com flavor. I think you guys are gonna be really happy. So let me go ahead and show you how to make this. Okay, friends, what I'm gonna be using, and I've already washed my meat. Okay. I'm gonna slice it to reasonable pieces. I'm gonna show you with this one what you can do. If you want smaller pieces to absorb more of the flavor, you can come at a bias and just chop it up, okay? So I'm just gonna cut these at a bias, and it's gonna make it easy. You're gonna get the marinade in every single piece and flavor, which you would the other way too, but I like doing it this way or that way.
That looks pretty on the bias.
It does look prettier on the bias. Make it comfortable for your home, guys. You can make this with the chuck steak. You can make it with skirt steak. Your choice of beef that you like to grill. Please take a moment to look in the description area because your recipe is going to be in full detail with ingredients, amounts in the description area. Now that I've said that, let's go ahead and begin pouring. So, soy sauce, fresh garlic, white pepper, If you don't have white pepper, go ahead and use a little bit of black pepper, cumin, your choice of bouillon. And if you're not using bouillon, I'll put my recommendation in the description area for you. Some paprika, some chili powder, ground ginger. And for this recipe, I definitely recommend you use ground ginger. The fresh one is going to change the flavor profile for you guys. And some powdered garlic, okay? You want to massage it really well.
I know some people were asking, how do you massage kale? That's how you massage.
Just like that. You see that color? You already know this is right there in flavor. So if you guys want to add a little bit of oil here, it's going to be up to you.
That's my meat quirky. Some of us are not 20 anymore.
Cloud's getting her yoga moves. Can you sprinkle a little bit in here?
Oh, I was gonna put in your little boulder. I get carried away with.
No, you.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, just squeeze a little bit. Go, squeeze it. Drip, drip. Dale, dale, dale. Girl, give it a good one there. Ah, perfect. So if you guys want to add a little bit of oil in here, Cloud's falling over there.
Clip that out.
Girl, you're falling, but you can get up. Oh yeah.
That's because I had green tea and coffee.
Really? You want some perkies?
Yeah, and then I made myself a manzanilla latte.
Manzanilla latte. Girl, you haven't made me one.
They're so good. I'll make
I
one
know.
today.
It's because my sister's a tea lady, okay? She loves tea, and me, I love food. Okay, so you can add a little bit of the of your oil of choice. I use canola oil. You guys already know that. If you use olive oil, it's going to change the flavor profile. The same thing for coconut oil. So just make it comfortable for your home. If you want, for this one, if you marinate this overnight, good lord, get ready, because that's exactly how long you need to marinate it. But if you're rushing and you want to feed your family, marinate it for a good hour, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and marinate this for a good hour because my family is hungry. You guys are gonna be wondering, where are all the bell peppers and the mushrooms? That's gonna be up to you. You know why? Because a recipe I'm gonna have for you guys for tomorrow, and I'll go ahead and make a playlist for you guys that says cookout, and that way you guys can go through those recipes. You're gonna see why I'm not gonna be adding bell peppers or mushrooms or onions to this. And plus, when you have this bomb.com flavor, you really don't need anything else but your tortilla. You can even eat it like that. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and marinate this for an hour, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, it's been about an hour, friends. I've been entertaining myself with other things. I think when you're cooking inside your home and you want to make some fajitas, I think the cast iron is probably your best bet. But if you have a non-stick, go ahead and do your thing, okay? Don't feel left out because you don't have a cast iron or because it's not how it is here. I want you guys to feel confident and get it done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my first piece. All right, friends, if you really want to impress the crowd, go ahead and get a little masher, something heavy. Press it down. You don't want to flip it just yet, because that's how you get those grill marks without having to do it in the grill. Yeah, I got you. Okay, friends, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes. Now I'm ready to turn it over. Okay, friends, I cooked this one on a medium lowish heat because it got really hot for me. And ta-da, look at that. You don't want to be outside in that heat to get some good grilling and a good flavor. I'm so excited for you guys to try this. I can't wait for you guys to come back and let me know what you thought. Okay, friends, that's how you make the best fajita recipe. This is good whether you grill it, you put it on your pan, or even if you want to put it in the oven, it's still going to be that delicious. Now let's give it a taste because I can't resist. I've been actually taking little bites. I only marinated it for an hour, and the flavor that's coming out of this beef is amazing. That's so good. That's so good. If you guys want the recipe for the tortillas, make sure for flour tortillas or corn tortillas Make sure that you're watching all the recipes for the tortillas because there's a lot of tips in every single one of them that I have out. I'm gonna link them in the description area for you. We have some salsa verde if you want to accompany this with, but I think you guys are gonna like what you guys see next. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please take the time to subscribe and click that bell for notifications. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you guys try this, please come back and let me know what you thought. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Adios! Delicioso! Hello and welcome. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you how to make birria verde. Friends, you know that every time we hit a milestone, I like to gift you with one of my vault secret recipes, and this is no different. Today, I'm showing you how to make the birria verde, and I'm also gifting you the birria verde chili oil. Make sure to take note, look in the description area so that you guys can sell it, put it in your recipe books. This is my gift to you. Let's get this party started, amigos. To your pot of boiling water, you want to add your beef bones. We get a lot of questions about the beef that we use. I love using chuck for this recipe because it ends up being really tender due to the fat and the marbling that it has. Now, for those of you that don't have access to the beef bone, you can use the bone-in chuck just like this, okay? I did this to impress you in case you're wondering.
And if you're going to a Mexican grocery store, you can ask for diezmillo en trozo.
And you get the big chunk, like the one you would get for tamales for the holiday. You can divide that into your tamal meat. You can divide it into your
shredded beef.
Your shredded beef, your birria. This is a really important step for you guys. If you don't add enough water, it doesn't work out. If you add less water, it doesn't work out. You want to cover your beef with water. Once you've measured your water to your pot and your beef, you want to add some salt. You want to make sure that you cover your beef with enough water and make sure that you have about 2 inches more, which ends up being a cup or 2, so that you can have enough consomme for everybody. Now what we're going to do is we're going to boil this for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're going to come back and skim out the impurities. Ta-da! Wow, we have a great selection, but we still have impurities. Look at that. A lot of you like to boil and then strain everything and start all over. I'm going to tell you that I like to conserve my water. It is sacred, and I rather skim and continue and keep the water and save some for my future generations.
No, you're just a kind little soul.
Sometimes, Cloud. No, all the time.
You are.
So just make sure to remove all the impurities. And if you're interested in these skimmers, I know the Views Club, we love these skimmers. They work for a lot of other things, not just for birria. And you can look in the description in our Amazon storefront where we link a lot of the stuff that we use.
I feel like one of the requirements to be a Views Club is to have a kind heart and to have a skimmer.
Right?
Everyone has one.
Yeah. You know, and it's true. You all have bad days, but we all have a really good heart, and we have a skimmer.
We do.
Show up. Once you've skimmed all the impurities, you're going to add your chicken bouillon, bay leaves. Many of you are probably wondering, what kind of chiles can we use for our birria verde? I'm going to tell you to make it comfortable for your home, but I do find that using the Anaheim chiles or the Hatch chiles are the best for this recipe. If you like spicy, use Hatch, and if you like mild, go ahead and use Anaheim for the flavor, and also because you can adjust your spice level. So let's add our Anaheim chiles. Make sure that you remove the seeds, and I just slice them in half like this. And because I want to be in charge of the spice, I'm going to be adding jalapeno. If you like the spiciness from your serrano, go ahead and use that.
And one good thing about using the Anaheim peppers is that it's cost effective too for the recipe.
It really is. I know that a lot of you have a difficult time finding it in the states that you're in, and some of you guys are out of the country, and that's okay. Just remember, pick a green chile and make it comfortable for your home, and it should work. It's not going to be the exact same thing, but it's going to help you out with your cravings. We're going to add some garlic, and I'm adding 2 this time because you know that our camerographer, my lovely sister Cloud, loves garlic.
Woohoo!
Toss them in there.
Yes.
And I want to bring in the flavor, and onions have really been transforming my life lately, so I'm going to be adding 2 onions. And to enhance the flavor in our broth, we're going to be adding some green onion. Make sure that your chiles are covered in your broth. Same for your garlic and your onions, so that way all the flavor can come through. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue to boil this on a medium low for 1 hour. So I'll see you guys in 1 hour. After 1 hour, you wanna take your Anaheim chiles and you wanna place them in your blender. You can put your green onions, you can put your yellow onion, and if you want the garlic, you can actually blend it as well. And you wanna blend this with some of your broth. If you blend this with fresh water, you're gonna change the flavor profile of our birria. And next, we're just gonna blend until smooth. I know some of you don't have a high-powered blender, and that's okay. If you don't, our next step is something that you're gonna wanna strain, but for us, we're just gonna blend until smooth. We're gonna start at a low, and then we're gonna blast it. And boom, done, amigos. Time to pour it in our pot. Don't leave any of the flavors behind. I like to take a little bit of the broth, place it back in my blender, give it a little bit of a shake, and pour it right back in. Mix all your ingredients and continue to cook on a low temperature for another hour. And after 1 hour, you want to turn your pot off. And let's show you what we have brewing. Look at how beautiful the fat from our beef is pulling through right at the top. Oh my goodness, that's glorious. Let's check how tender our beef is. Yep, it's ready, amigos. You know what time this is. This is time to make some birria quesa tacos. If you are ready, let me know in the comments. We are about to party. This sexy little thing I have here is the new addition of the Mr. Coffee grinder, but you know that I love to grind my spices here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my bay leaves. I find that when you're using this coffee grinder and you have just a few things like the bay leaves, that you should start your engine, or your engine, and then just pulse. And you're gonna get very nice little flakes. Let me show you.
That smells so amazing with the aromas of the meat and stewing over there.
And boom, done, amigos. We get some nice, perfectly blended little flakes. Add your oil to your pot. Today I'm using avocado oil. You can use canola oil, and you can even use olive oil. Once you add your oil, you want to bring your temperature to 250 degrees. I know that we've gone 290 for our other oil, but for this one in particular, I've tried it. Just listen to me here, amigos. 250 degrees is going to be perfect for what we need. We just need it to get nice and warm.
You don't want to be a Views Club member that burns their oil. Some of us have done that before.
You don't want to burn it. Our temperature is at 250 degrees now. I'm going to transfer it over to our bowl so that you can see it better, but at home you can continue to do it on your pot. To the warm oil, you want to add your hatch chili powder and mix as you're adding. For those of you that are wondering how you can find some hatch chili powder, you can go to New Mexico. That would be fun. You can go to your local HEB. They also have it. And for those of you that can't do one or the other, you can go into our Amazon storefront, and we're going to be linking the one that we're using today. Black pepper, ground cumin, onion powder. And when you're adding your onion powder, take it easy and mix and combine well to avoid clumping. Garlic powder, Mexican oregano. Make sure to crumble it in your hand just like this. This is how you're gonna put the love in your chili oil. And that's when you get the kids that say, oh, it doesn't taste like my mom's. This is why.
Oh, okay. You're activating something.
You are, Cloud. You're so romantic. Marjoram. And for those of you that don't have a preference for oregano or Mexican oregano, you can keep it out and do extra marjoram. This is just a milder version of it, and it's also a cousin of the sage in a much sweeter way. Sweet like the Views Club, you know.
We all have a sweet cousin.
Our bay leaves, cinnamon, ground clove, the spice, sugar. And not all chicken bouillon is created equal. If you're adding chicken bouillon, make sure to add it at the end. That way it doesn't clump up on you. I've been chatting with you guys in the comments, and we've come to the conclusion that not everything's created equal in the bouillon industry.
That's right.
And boom, done, amigos. I'm gonna pour this into my chili oil containers. If you guys are interested, we'll also link that in the description area for you guys. And that's how Cloud and I keep our chili oils organized. And boom, done. We have our Birria verde chili oil. And I wanted to make enough seasoning for you guys because I know the last one we all love that seasoning on our eggs. We love it with our popcorn, our tacos, our chips and sour cream. And let us know in the comments what you like to use your Birria chili oil for.
This one looks so beautiful on the counter because it looks like gold specks floating around in there.
This is just press it down, and I thought I was gonna get excited being the taquera today, and today's cut just, oh, look at that, glorious. I've shredded our beef and I've added our broth. Look at that glorious broth. Oh my goodness. Here is my tip to you. When you're using beef bone, it releases a lot of fat, that layer of fat that we all love that gives a bright color to our food. And if you add Birria chili oil, it's to enhance your flavors. So what we're gonna do, you're just gonna grab your tortilla, you're gonna dip it into the broth, and it's gonna pick up the oil enough to crisp up your taco. You see that?
That's brilliant.
So boom, done. Don't forget, find some beef bone. It's gonna come in handy at the end. So what I'm trying to say is that there's no two separate bowls here. There was enough fat released from our beef bone that we don't need anything else. Just dip it and move it along, amigos. I'm all the way up. Make sure that when you're placing the beef on your tacos that you dunk it and soak it really well. Pick the cheese that your family absolutely loves. Today I'm using Mexican cheese blend. And if you like pepper jack, oh, it's gonna be great right now. Squeeze a little lime and a few drops of your Birria chili oil. And that's just the gourmet side when you want to impress your family, okay? Say ah. Oh my goodness. Mmm. This is amazing. The broth is nice and light. You would think it's gonna get you with that heat. No. Those of you that know me know that I balance my flavor, and when you taste this broth, you're gonna be like, Steph, you did it again. Mmm.
Woo, we can celebrate together now. It's so good.
It's so good.
It hits that delicioso level. And you're like, oh, qué delicioso.
This is the delicioso. You know what's gonna make this better?
What?
A little Coke. Somebody's gonna say, no, una coca mexicana. Yeah, you're right, pero también es un litro. This is a little Coke. Wow. I'm dripping, growing in a napkin.
Way to go, Views Club.
You guys keep inspiring me. I'm gonna keep making these recipes for you, and I'm gonna release them when we hit milestones. And last I checked, you guys were waiting for a milestone.
You mean a million subscribers? They're keeping count. We get messages from all of our friends. You're almost there, girls. You're almost there.
And those of you that are keeping count and aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because it's gonna happen.
And thank you for sharing our channel.
Yeah.
And our recipes with your family and loved ones.
You guys are making it happen in your kitchen. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I can't even speak because this broth is so good.
It's so good. It's delicioso.
It's delicioso. But what I'm trying to say is that you guys keep inspiring me. I inspire you, and we have a love for food, family, and life like nobody's business. I feel like Troop Beverly Hills when they said, how many boxes are you selling? I feel like, how many tacos am I gonna be eating?
I'm headed for number 3 right now, so we'll see.
Well, it kind of helps to make the taco like a spoon if you have, I'll just drip it everywhere. But if you have the beef in your broth, it's a spoon. It's a little boat that's carrying so much deliciousness. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Hello and welcome. Amigos, I can't stop making this incredibly easy and delicious dish. Everyone in your house is gonna absolutely love this, but I really do hope that you like this as much as I do. In this bowl, I have some chopped pork butt in nice big chunks. And if you don't have pork butt, you can use whatever pieces of pork you have that have a lot of the fat on it. That's what we want for this particular recipe. Take your salt and sprinkle it in your bowl. Add some chili powder, and today I'm using guajillo chili powder, black pepper, onion powder, ground cumin, and some Mexican oregano. Combine all your ingredients and make sure that your pork is coated with all of the seasonings. Once your seasoning is well combined, you're gonna add your olive oil. Give that a good mix. And you wanna set this to the side for 15 minutes. You'll also need white onion, red and green bell pepper, cilantro, and a lot of garlic. And I'm just gonna slice it in chunks. That means they're really thick. Just like that. Oh, that makes you happy.
Yes.
I knew it. And this is optional, but Cloud loves it when these little tomatoes burst in her mouth, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We are gonna be using these little tiny tomatoes, but if you have Roma or whatever tomatoes you have at home, they will work for this recipe. Set your burner on a medium heat and allow it to warm up for 3 minutes. Once your pan is heated up, go ahead and start adding your pieces of pork. It smells so good. Ooh. Now, whatever you do not move this for the next 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, you're gonna add your garlic. Just sprinkle it in, and we're gonna mix this around. Oh, what a beautiful sear. You see what happens when we don't move our meat?
It's a valuable lesson I have learned.
Me too, but sometimes I do push it and I'm trying to get things done quick, but it's worth waiting and not overcrowding and let it happen, you know?
Right.
So once you mix everything, you're gonna continue to cook on a medium heat for 4 more minutes. I have some chicken broth and I'm gonna be adding some lemon to it, okay? After 4 minutes, we're gonna add our chicken broth and lemon mixture. Place your burner on a low heat and we're gonna continue to cook for 25 minutes. And after 25 to 30 minutes, you want your sauce to get to that point right there. Can you guys see that? Where it's almost gone, but it's still there?
We see it.
Perfect. So that should take you anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. When you get to that place, you're gonna start adding your onions. And our juicy tomatoes. If you love juicy tomatoes, let us know in the comments. Cloud would love to respond to you. And go ahead and mix all your ingredients well. And you see how just a little bit of the sauce that we have left coats your onions perfectly. So when they soften up, they're gonna be well seasoned as well. Now I'm gonna continue to cook on a medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes. And after about 4 minutes, now we're gonna add our green and red bell peppers. Now let's give this a quick mix.
I'm really feeling this today.
You know,
yummy.
I can't stop making it. Every time I make it, I just want to eat more of it. It has just a well-balanced heart to it that just with the pork, it's out of this world. The other thing I like about this dish is that it doesn't feel too heavy after you eat it. Even if you eat it with rice, it feels really light. I feel like such a ballerina after I eat this. Light.
Yeah, you have a good amount of vegetation in there.
Yeah. Go ahead and turn your burner off. And you're gonna sprinkle your cilantro. Give that a quick mix again. Ooh, oh my goodness, look at that. That glossy onion right there. Ooh.
I like some of that gravy that's left to put on the rice.
Well, there's gonna be some on there and it's gonna coat your rice beautifully. And that rice is made to perfection. Just the way you like it, sis.
Just the way I trained you.
You really did. Set your Instant Pot on saute and add a little bit of oil. I'm using avocado oil today. Allow your oil to heat up in your pressure cooker for about 3 minutes. Add your rice. And today I'm using basmati rice. Your favorite, Cloud.
My personal favorite, especially when it all lands in the pot.
Yes, okay. You got jokes today. Sprinkle it in, sprinkle it in. Once you combine all your rice into your oil, we're gonna be here and lightly toasting our rice. We do not want it to that golden color. Just a nice little toasty look to it. That should take you about 3 minutes. Once you slightly toasted your rice, you're gonna add your water. Lemon juice. Go ahead and stir and make sure all your rice is underneath that water. Seal the deal. And we are just gonna place this on our rice setting. Once your rice is ready, you wanna allow it to stay in there until the pin drops on its own. Fluff up your rice. That's gonna allow some of that steam to release. And you wanna add your cilantro. And boom, done. Cilantro lime rice in your pressure cooker. I've added some purple pickled onions and red radishes, and now it's time for us to take a delicious taste. Say ah.
I hope you got a juicy tomato in there.
Not yet, but I will.
Buen provecho.
The tomato did it. It's
that
magical.
whole combination is amazing.
I really love dishes like this that keep you engaged because I want to just hop everywhere and just keep eating. The pork is so soft and juicy.
Every bite has flavor, right? Good job on this creation, girl. I love it. Bring some more recipes out of the vault. I see all those notebooks in your room.
I don't think anybody wants to see my creations.
Oh no, don't start. No, not right now. You're loved, you're appreciated. We want these secret recipes out.
Everything's already been done. It's just a way of transforming them, and I am really good at transforming them and creating them.
If you don't release those recipes, girl, I'm gonna sell them on eBay, those books.
As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And we want to give a special shout out to all of our silent viewers and also our subscribers that have gone missing. If you guys see them, let them know that we're still uploading recipes for you guys. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!
What do you mean missing? Can you come back and explain?
Really, I don't know where you guys went. You asked me for recipes. I posted them. I didn't see you respond. So now I'm making what I want. I hope you guys like it.
No, but seriously, we do miss some of you. We know life gets busy, but we do miss you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about a lot of people that I haven't seen. So if you guys see them, let them know that I'm still here, Cloud is still here, and we're still hungry.
That's correct.
My mood is flour today. My mood is how far is heaven? Aww. Hello and welcome to the View's Kitchen. Happy Taco Tuesday, amigos. On today's recipe, we're going to be making chicken adobo quesa tacos. Now, most of these ingredients you should have in your homes, and if you don't worry about it. Make sure you always make it comfortable for your home. We're going to start this recipe by roasting our peppers, but before we start with that, I want to show you guys the chilies that I'm going to be using. I have a big bag of chiles, and I'm going to be using the El Guapo brand. What you want to do first is you want to peel that little stem off, okay?
Or rip it off gently.
Rip it
Like
off.
a Band-Aid.
Rip it off. And these are fun to do. As soon as you get your bag, you can gather around with your family, with your kids, and have them help you peel it so that whenever it's time for cooking during the week, you don't have to do this step. It works, parents. And all you want to do is you want to remove as many of the seeds as you can, okay? So it's kind of like a maraca. You got to remove the seed from the maraca and get the party started. I'm telling you, these tacos are so good that you guys are going to be singing like La Bamba. Do you guys remember that part where he's singing to Donna in the phone booth and he's like, "You're mine," you know, and he's really feeling it. So I'll finish the song for you guys at the end in the taste test, I will, but let's get started with roasting the peppers. To your medium hot pan, you want to add your chiles guajillos. And if you see, I've taken out as many of the seeds as I can for these type of chilies. Now, if you're going to be using a California chili, you do want to take as many of the seeds because it tends to get bitter, okay? So all we're going to do is we're going to begin to roast. And this is going to go by very quickly if your pan's nice and hot.
Wait, you're gonna roast the chilies or me?
Do you want to get roasted?
No, I don't.
Not today?
You're good at roasting, that's why I asked.
No, there is no cloud roast today.
Thank you.
And I'm also going to be placing our garlic, okay? If you love garlic, add a little bit more.
And what are you waiting for here for our new friends? Because I know our old school friends know what we're waiting on.
We are just waiting to roast, and it's gonna be quick. It shouldn't take you that long. If you see that one already roasted a bit, because my pan's nice and hot, and that's what you want. You want those smoky flavors to start coming out, okay?
So if we're using these peppers for the first time, you're looking for a puff and a smell?
Well, when you take out the seeds and you break the stem, it doesn't puff up that much.
Oh, okay.
It's different than the pasilla.
Got it.
So these, since we already took out the seeds, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but you're just looking for a quick little roast. You don't want to burn.
Okay, we asked those questions because we have a special sweetheart on the channel that is new to cooking, and so I like to make sure that we answer all the questions about chilies.
You're such a good mama and friend. We love you, Cloud. Yeah, all you're looking is for a quick roast. I have it on a medium heat. For example, this one got a little bit toasty there, but that's fine. You can smell the chiles once they start changing color. You can kind of use your senses. It's very important to use your senses when you're cooking. That's how you build that instinct that I've been talking to you guys about, but I don't know if you guys are listening to me sometimes.
I think they are.
Okay. Oh, it smells so good. If you can see, you can start seeing the oils from the chile. It just starts sweating. So now this one's ready. We're gonna prop it over here into the pot of boiling water. It's about to hit a boil. We should be okay. And it smells delicious in the house. And it's not that spicy one where your mom wants to kick you out of the house.
Mm-hmm. We know that trick, moms.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and turn this pan off. We are going to be using this pan again, and we're going to continue to boil our chiles until they're nice and soft. So I like to do that about anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes is a good time for me. But don't play, because you know if I'm rushing, I'll push it at 8 and then blend it. It's about making it comfortable for your home, and your time is precious. Watching garlic roast right now is going to be like watching that pot boil. So we're just going to skip on to the next step, friends.
Oh, but the smell is divine.
It smells good. Chicken. Who wants their chicken? Chicken lovers. Some of you, your mouth is watering because it's falling apart. Look at that. Imagine just right now biting into that when it burns your mouth. Like, all right, time to shred some chicken, friends.
My mouth is watering. That's why I didn't say anything.
I saw that smile, girl. Ooh, it's falling apart. I don't think you guys need to see me burn my fingers.
Okay, I'm out.
Bye. Don't wait, don't. I didn't mean for you guys to go. You just don't need to see that particular part. Oh!
Girl, be careful. So we're only using the chicken breast for this recipe, and then the rest of the bits I'm using for
Girl,
soup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna use all of it?
I'm just gonna shred all together, and
Okay.
everybody's gonna make it. You know, like you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit today.
I'm gonna need a little bit of that chicken, girl,
For who?
to make some sopita.
Oh, del caldito.
Yeah, because it's 110 outside, so I need to make soup.
It's time for that chicken soup. Let me know when you guys are ready for that chicken soup for the summer, friends. I got something very special planned for you whenever you ask me for that recipe. But you have to show up. I don't want to hear no like, it's too hot stuff. No, if you're going to show up, I got something that's really going to impress the kids too. We're going real chicken. If you just boiled your chicken or whenever you did and you save your chicken broth, go for it. We're going to need about a cup and a half of the broth. And if you don't have it, not to worry. Please look in the description area and I'll let you know how my mom made it quickly. But right now I'm going to use the chicken.
Sorry, there's a lot of steam and I can't control that on the camera, so sorry if it's blurry, guys.
We know your skills and we love it, Cloud. Add your chicken broth, and if you don't have fresh chicken broth, you can use 1.5 cups of the chili water, and then you can add your chicken bouillon, okay? You might need a little bit more, but you should be okay. Add your chicken bouillon, cumin, black pepper, and now I'm just gonna grab our chiles, okay? It's a big grab, look at that. A lot of you asked me where I purchased this. This one's from William Sonoma, and we're also getting asked where the little dishes are from. These little cute ones, the terracotta ones, they're on Amazon. Okay, friends? See anything left?
Specifically on our Amazon storefront.
Yes, on Amazon. It's a quick link. Just look in the description. So be careful when you're adding your chiles. And this is a Vitamix blender. Some of you weren't here for the giveaway, but we did give one away. Add your garlic, and we're gonna blend until smooth.
Boom, done.
Yeah, boom, done. Okay, let's go ahead and dig in here. Ready? Un caldito, like a little soup. If you have a blender that doesn't blend so well and you usually have to strain your chile, don't add any of the spices until you've strained your chile, and you're gonna have to do the opposite of what I just did, okay? That's so good.
Our mother used to make this in an oyster blender when she came to America.
In the oyster blender, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna add our chipotle. And the flavor that I have in here on its own is great. So if you guys are at this step and you don't have chipotle, because I know I always run into that where I forgot to buy chipotle, but go ahead and add that. That's about a full can.
A can minus one, because I had one.
You had one?
Yes,
okay, a
thank
can
you.
minus one chile, but you guys know. So now that I see the consistency, the flavors are good, add your chile because everything else is just gonna be a bonus. As we say here in the V's kitchen, boom, done. Let's head on over to the stovetop. Add your oil. You're gonna need minimum 1 tablespoon of oil, okay? I do have my pan on a medium heat. You're gonna add your flour. And you want that to cook in that oil, and you're gonna move quickly, okay? All you need is about 15-20 seconds stirring that flour into that oil, and now you're gonna add your adobo sauce. Place your pan on a medium-low heat and stir quickly. You saw the splashing. As soon as you stop splashing everywhere, make sure to clean up after that. You don't want to stain, and you don't want to go back and be like, oh, stained, you know? It's chile. It'll happen. Now you're going to take your oregano and you're going to mash it in your hands and then just sprinkle it in. You're going to be using 3 pans. To your other pan, you want to add enough oil so that when we place our quesa taco in here, it's going to be delicious with that sauce. So I have it on a medium heat ready because we're going to go boom, 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 done type of thing.
Got it.
Friends, brace yourselves because this is going to be quite a production. You ready? And your marks. Get set, go. Dip your tortilla in oil. Quickly. Drip, drip. Dip it into the sauce. Don't be shy. Bring it on over to the pan. Add your chicken. Your choice of cheese. Onions with a little cilantro. And set it to the side. Next. Now if you're going to be using flour tortillas, do the same thing. Fry it up. Once you see the tortilla change color, that means you're ready. Drip, drip. And come on over, baby.
And I really want to join in on the karaoke today, but my mouth is not letting me.
It smells so good.
It smells so good.
Ooh, bring them over. And if you run out of oil, make sure you have enough oil there to crisp up your tortilla, okay? You can press it down with the corn or flour. It just depends on my mood.
My mood is flour today.
My mood is how far is heaven?
Aww.
Lord, can you tell me?
Sorry guys, we're corny. We have songs for each other.
Yeah, we do.
We can probably create a karaoke playlist of the songs that we dedicated to them.
Of our love for each other?
Yes. Tell us if you love your sibling as much as we love each other in the comments.
Yes.
Sister love.
It's going to take you about 2 to 3 minutes to crisp it up if you have it on a good medium heat. And then you got that delicious, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. And you can keep them here as long as you want. You want them a little bit crispier, you can have them crispier. But if you want them a little bit softer, then you can do that. Let me see. There we go. Oh, this, I think I'm just gonna flip it with this one. It works better. This is how I like to serve them as soon as they come out. Just wait a little bit for the little ones so that they don't burn their mouth. They can be very, very hot, especially with the cheese. So wait till they cool for the babies. Add a little bit of lettuce. You don't like lettuce, you can skip it. Use cabbage. Those are great options. And I have a mix of cotija and queso fresco as if it's not cheesy enough. It's just a different flavor, and it's not, you don't need like a grotesque amount. You just need a simple amount and you are set. Ready to eat and serve. Don't eat rice on the side, just eat them like this because you need doubles.
Can I get a rábano on the side?
Sure.
Please. See, this is why I hang out with you, because you already know what I'm going to ask and you have it ready on the side.
There you go, honey.
So spoiled.
There you go, honey. Sit.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. As always, Views Club, Bell Notification Squad, and our new subscribers, we completely adore you. And by we, I mean myself and my sister Cloud that's behind the camera doing all the camera work.
Hey guys.
It's not easy. I completely adore her for it. I don't know how she does it, but I'm extremely grateful for each and every one of you for joining us, not only on Taco Tuesday, but really showing up to cook for your family. I see your comments. It's not about coming every single day. It's about hearing how you're taking care of your family, and that means a lot to me. We're sharing our families, and that brings me so much joy. And on that one, amigos, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios.
Just some forensic evidence for you guys. This is my plate. It was amazing. And this is my sister's step.
Take a big bite. Somebody say ah.
So our mother makes this. This is our mother's recipe, right?
It is.
Is this considered a wet taco?
This is considered a wet taco. You can even, when you're serving it, place a little bit of that extra sauce on the bottom and then lay this over. And it's just so easy to cut with your fork, and it is amazing. I'm telling you, friends, this is, I don't know. It's like this with the birria quesa taco, and like no joke, it's walkout worthy.
It really is.
Do you remember being in high school and all the teenagers planning a walkout? This is like what I would walk out to go eat.
Now, if you're a purist and you don't want to eat your taco with a fork, wait for it to cool down just 2 minutes, and then you can pick up the taco and eat it just like that.
I'm not about to burn my hands with you guys. I didn't even, I just came straight to town on this one because this on its own is so good, but I'm gonna recommend you guys definitely use your toppings. But it's a really good production. Make sure that the child that behaved the best, or the family member that behaved the best, is lined up, and then you're just like, boom, done, go. Boom, done, go.
So much magic in one taco.
It's perfect.
We've had this debate before, and these are at the top of my list of favorite tacos.
And they're so easy to make.
Birria is second, al pastor is third, and chicken consomme is fourth.
I'm not ready to pick. I'll let you guys know at the end of the year what the best
Darn
tacos.
it, I put you on the spot.
Yeah, you did. I'll let you know at the end of the year what my favorite tacos of Taco Tuesday are. Friends, I'm gonna let you know, sometimes you do get busy, but if you have the sauce and you pre-make it, since we don't have onions, this should last you 7 days. That's if you don't run out after the second day, because they're so good. Eat it the whole week, put it in your burritos, and get creative, because yeah, this is intense flavor. And if you don't like spice, keep the chipotle out, but everything else should be mild. The chipotle really brings that flavor that's in the back of your mouth. And
that smokiness.
I did promise you guys to finish the song, didn't I?
You did.
I changed the lyrics to Cloud because I love my sister.
Oh my gosh.
I had a girl and Cloudy was her name.
Ooh.
She'll never lift me, cause I'll never be the same. Yeah. Cause I'm gonna have to start getting vocals, and I like to cook, not to sing.
I love you.
I like singing while I'm cooking, which is different.
Ooh.
Hello and welcome to the Views Kitchen. Happy Taco Tuesday, amigos. As requested, today we're gonna be making carnitas tacos. And no, I'm not gonna be doing it in a copper pot, but I am gonna be using the Instant Pot. So these are gonna be super quick and delicious. Let's go over the ingredients. You'll need some pork shoulder or pork butt, or any kind of pork piece that you have that's nice and chunky will work for this recipe. You'll need a little bit of pork fat or shortening, milk, fresh orange juice, water, a small bay leaf, garlic, your favorite corn tortillas, salt. We're gonna season our pork with some salt, and by some, I mean the portion that I recommended, okay? Now we're just gonna massage it gently, just like this. Set your Instant Pot.
Set your Instant Pot now.
Apparently I said your Instant Pot. Friends, what I mean, set your Instant Pot on a saute, and give that about 5 to 6 minutes to warm up nicely, okay? And while it's warming up, we're gonna add our portion of our pork fat. Remember I mentioned that we had a lot of tacos last week, or Cloud did? I saved the fat from our chicharrones. And that's the fat that I'm using, and it smells so delicious. And it's gonna give this a good coat that's gonna add even more flavor, you know? So just smelt that nicely. Now you wanna add your pork pieces. If you see, when I'm adding my pork pieces, I'm kind of moving it around so that I don't produce too much steam and it doesn't create more of a stew, because that can quickly happen. We want to sear them, okay? So allow them to sear a little bit before you add the next pieces and kind of wiggle them a little bit. Okay? You with me?
I'm here.
Woo! Cloud's hypnotized by the smell. Yummy. I'm also going to add my pieces of garlic while we're searing, okay? Imagine if I said searing and Siri starts talking to me. Really? Mm-hmm. After 6-7 minutes, you're going to get a good sear on your pork pieces. This is what we have going on. Now we're going to go ahead and clear our settings. Add your water, your orange juice, and your milk. Add your bay leaf and give that a good mix.
Should you scrape the bottom of the Instant Pot so that you don't have that food burn message that comes up and bounces off?
You know what? Why don't you stop? She's going to start with me. You guys know this. Me and the Instant Pot have a lot of fun together. I have a lot of fire in me, friends. That's why I like to cook, probably. Get to be in the fire all the time. Wow. Without getting burned, girl. Without getting burned.
FMB.
Cloud has a lot of jokes today.
You're the one that wants to be Fire Marshal Bill.
I didn't say that. Don't listen to her, you guys. Only sometimes when she's being a good girl. Make sure your vent is closed so the steam doesn't come out, and you're gonna press pressure cook, and we're gonna do this for 32 minutes. Ta-da! Once your carnitas are ready, you're gonna remove them from your pot. And if you want to make some ramen with that broth, you can. It's going to be up to you. So we're just going to take our carnitas out and we're going to remove that broth, okay?
I know why you said that.
Why?
Because that's what we're going to be doing next.
And this works too. These carnitas work. Slice them up real nice and they're going to be great with your ramen.
Did I ever tell you you're my hero?
Really? I love you too, Cloud. Place your Instant Pot on saute. And you want to add the remaining pork fat. The carnitas are tender to the touch, nice and soft. Look at that.
That's how I like my carnitas, to be a little tenderoni inside.
Some tenderoni. And I think I'm gonna love her for the rest of my life.
That's how I feel about those carnitas.
Do you believe in love and all that it can do for you?
I do.
Or you can chop it up a little bit finer if you want, you know? I mean, you can do it however you're comfortable.
Oh, so now you're flexing just because they're pulled apart like that?
They're a little bit hot, but...
Careful.
Girl, it's like in Mexico, you know, you just get that big old pile.
Yes.
The paper, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
And sauce.
Mm-hmm. So it just depends on how you guys want to do it, okay? Now we've done that, let's go ahead and add it into our pot.
Hello to all the people that are learning how to cook or trying to be independent. Those of you that have small spaces and you're making the best of it. We're here to help.
And we're excited about it.
Yes.
We've had to cook in some small spaces as well in our past.
Friends, I'm not that bougie, okay?
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the process. We got you.
Once you add your carnitas, you want to keep them there. What I like to do is I like to keep them seared on, the ones that are at the bottom are going to sear really nicely. So the ones on the top are going to stay nice and soft. So we're going to have a little bit of both textures. But if you don't want any of that, you guys already know how to handle this. But this is what we're going to do because my kids love that crispy parts when they bite into it. You see those crispers down there? Don't worry, I'm going to scrape them out. Well, it's steamy in here, girl. Look at that. I'm going to scrape all those little bits out and I'm going to put it in our bowl and let's get ready for these tacos.
What you doing? Sorry, you know,
I know, you're funny. You're funny. Listen, I know that sometimes I look bougie and prissy, but when it comes to the kitchen, I will get down and dirty. And with this one, I had to bring my mom's spoon so that I can scrape all those delicious crispies from the bottom, because you're going to find that they do get a little bit stuck. But not to worry, that's exactly what we want so we can get those crispies. So do you guys want to come and see?
I want to know how old that steel spoon is. I've known it for at least 40 years.
It's older. It's older than you. It's older than you.
Nice one. I'm coming.
See, so just because you're cooking in a small kitchen doesn't mean that you can't get that delicious flavor from your carnitas. And let me tell you guys, this one is definitely, it's up there in flavor. I feel pretty confident that I got all of it now.
This little grill over the stovetop is an 8x12 linked on our Amazon storefront. I know a lot of you have had questions about it, but if you need help finding it, just let me know in the comments.
Yep, we love it. We use it often, and we get that nice little char on our tortillas. Boom, done.
How many tacos are you guys gonna eat? Let me know in the comments.
I'll answer that question right now. I'm gonna have 4.
4? I don't know. I'm gonna have as many as I feel like having, girl.
Wow.
I'm hungry.
Sounds reckless.
Okay.
Give me a number.
I'm gonna put a few droplets of the salsa on the bottom. Don't worry, I'm not done with my salsa yet. The salsa I'm using is a roasted salsa verde.
And it came out amazing today.
Yeah, everything's just in my
flowing.
favor.
It's flowing.
Yeah, everything's in my favor today. It was meant to be for me and these tacos. You know, when I say my or me, I'm not trying to just be selfish. It's the way we speak, guys. But I mean us.
I mean ours.
You guys understand me. Okay, this is gonna be optional. We have some white onion and some cilantro. Now you wanna add your desired amount of salsa. Optional, but you don't have to. Some pickled purple onions, and I love them. And I pickled our radish in the same container as our onions. I'll put some there for extra, okay? You don't need it, but if you need some lemon, we're gonna enjoy that too. Cloud's gonna get a big old taste. I want it to be called the Cloud's Big Bite Taste.
Thank you.
As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I absolutely adore you. We're so happy that you joined us for today's Taco Tuesday. And we see you, Leos. We see you, August babies, celebrating and roaring. Well, we hope that you're having a happy birthday. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!
I know somebody's gonna want a little bit of lime, because you like that. Say ah!
Get that taco stance ready.
Yeah, you gotta get it ready. Fix that hair, ladies and gents.
I'm not saying anything because I'm eating. It's so good. hate saying so good. It's delicious. It's magical. It's what paradise
It really
feels like.
It really is so good.
The next best thing would be a coffee date with Jason Momoa.
Girl, you're really asking for it. These are so good, friends. The pork is tender. My tip to you is going to be use pork shoulder. Pork shoulder is going to give you the difference in your carnitas that it's going to set your carnitas apart from everybody else. This is amazing. Go with corn.
Yellow corn. We love you guys. We'd love to stay here and chat, but we've got a lot of tacos to eat. Buen provecho. Take care of one another, and we love you so much, so very much. Bye.
Hello and welcome to the View's Kitchen. Happy Taco Tuesday, amigos. Today I'm going to show you how to make chiles rellenos de pollo and how easy it is to put it into your taco for an epic Taco Tuesday. But first, we have to go over the ingredients. Roast your poblanos until they're completely charred and they'll look just like this. Then you're ready to put them in a Tupperware or a plastic container, a bag, just so they can get nice and soft and they're easy to peel. We do need to peel these peppers and remove the seeds and the stem. Once you peel your roasted pepper, you're gonna remove as many of the seeds as you can, and then you're just gonna slice it down the middle. You will get some that slice on their own, but not to worry, you know we save those. But for the most part, if you get a good roast on them, you get a quick slice. For the filling, you're gonna need some shredded chicken, Anaheim or Hatch chili chopped into little cubes. Is that little enough, Cloud?
That's little.
Perfect. We have some onion powder, ground cumin, oil, and some yin yang. And for those of you confused about the yin yang, it's just a little salt and pepper here.
To remind you that you must maintain a balance in life.
For our savory broth, you're gonna need tomato, onion, garlic. I'll be using fresh chicken broth, and if you don't have fresh chicken broth, make sure to look in the description area for more recommendations and tips. Natural chicken bouillon, and if you have regular bouillon at home, go ahead and use that. Mexican oregano, oil and a little bit of butter, cilantro, tomato sauce. For a topping, we're going to be using queso fresco and cotija, and this is optional, friends. You can use whatever cheese you have at home that you absolutely love, because you know that Mexican cheese blend that we all love works perfectly with this dish. And your choice of tortillas. Today we're going to be using corn, and you can use a super big one like this or your regular size. And regular size, I mean your store-bought size. Set your pan on a medium heat and add your oil and your butter. As soon as your butter melts, you're gonna add your tomato, onions, and garlic. Once you combine all your ingredients into that butter and oil, we're gonna continue to cook for another 4 minutes until you see your tomatoes are nice and soft. After 4 minutes, you'll see that once you tap on your tomato, it's nice and soft and it's just fall apart. Make a little space in the middle and add your tomato sauce. Stir and stir, and we're going to allow these ingredients to combine and cook together for another minute. Make sure that you're stirring periodically, and after a minute, we've cooked our tomato sauce and all our ingredients long enough to give us that good flavor that we're looking for in this delicious broth. So go ahead and add your chicken broth. And for those of you that are cooking with water, because I know you guys are busy, not to worry, I got you guys covered. I'll give you your tip instead of chicken broth, what to use. Make sure you're getting all those flavors that get stuck on the side of your pan, friends. Next, we're gonna add our chicken bouillon. Now set your pan on a medium-low heat, and we're gonna continue to cook for about 4 minutes on a low heat, and while it's cooking, we're gonna get started on our filling. Set your pan on a medium heat and add your desired amount of oil. Add your chicken. After you stirred your chicken into your oil and let that cook for about 2 minutes, you're going to add your ground cumin. And cumin and chicken are best friends. Garlic powder. And some yin and yang salt and pepper here. Oh yeah. Stir all the ingredients in. And out. And in.
And out.
Get your work in, get your workout.
Get your workout, get your workout. Now you can add your chopped pepper. For those of you that love using the canned hatch, it works great for this filling. And if you only have green bell pepper, use that. Make it comfortable for your home. All right, now our sauce is about done over here. Ooh, Peter Brady kicked in. Friends. What I was saying is that our sauce is about done. After about 4 to 5 minutes, you're gonna get that delicious savory broth that we're looking for. And that's where you're gonna turn your burner off and you're gonna add your Mexican oregano.
What are you doing up there because you can't see?
I'm grinding, girl.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna add our cilantro. Cilantro haters, look away! And if you don't like cilantro, you can use a little bit of green onion to give you a good garnish, but this is for flavor. And at that point, your green onion is gonna be for flavor too. Our broth is done. I'm gonna give our chicken one more turn. Our chicken is nice and ready. It's fully cooked, nice and warm to stuff our peppers, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna stuff our pepper so that we can get this taco going.
Let's go.
Take your chicken and fill your pepper. Get in your fillings with it. And you know that this is a game night type of chile, this huge one. Save it for the hungry, hungry hippos. And we mean that with love, friends.
Yep.
Okay, so bring it over. And I'm gonna continue to fill the rest of our peppers. For those of you that cannot have these green peppers, or people that eat by color, we have a lot of kids, you can roast a red bell pepper, slice it in half, and do exactly what we're gonna do with these chiles.
Aren't you so nice?
After you fill your peppers, you wanna set your pan on a low heat, just so that we can keep all the filling and the pepper nice and warm while we're warming up our tortilla and everything is served nice and hot. Nobody wants to eat something cold, you know? So that's what we're doing here. A low heat. I know it's loud, but it's on a low temperature. Take your tortilla, and we're going to use double for this recipe, friends. You're going to take your chile. Okay. And if you're going to use queso fresco, sprinkle that in. Just enough to get those flavors going. And then we're going to add some cotija.
DJ, views on the road. Spin that bitch.
Girl, spin that taco. Say ah. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I absolutely adore you. We want to give a special shout out to all the cousins, to all the primos, not just from Tijuana, but we see you taking care of your little cousins. We see you showing up for your family, and it's always those memories that you build with your cousins that keep your heart beating for the rest of your life. Because I can still talk about it till this day, about our cousins that we just look up to, and remember everything that you're doing, your nieces and nephews and your little cousins, and you know, all of you watching everything that you do as an adult, all the little kids watch. So be mindful, be careful, be kind, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. For this taco, I'm gonna need a helping hand.
We're cheering you on. Come on, mamacita, eat that taco. That was a big old goal. Made me proud, girl.
It's nice and warm. I know you guys are gonna want to add more seasonings to the chicken. Don't do it. You want to combine the flavors. You don't want to overpower not one ingredient in here. Okay? Resist temptation. I have to fix my taco like you fix your pants when you're eating tacos. Adjust it. And give it a good dip, a juicy one.
Oh.
For those of you packing lunch for your partners, even if the taco gets a little bit cold for lunch, put the broth in something warm while the season's changing. Let me tell you, I can feel that broth so warm in my stomach that it's just keeping me like a blanket.
I'm gonna translate. Put it in an insulated cup. Poor little thing, she's so hungry. She's like, put it in something warm.
You know what I'm talking
Pack
about.
your partner's lunch. It makes a difference. Write them little notes. Tell them how much you love them and how much they mean for the family. Do it up. Show up for your family. I love our Hungry Hippo sessions. Don't you?
It's obvious.
I just love them.
Ooh, I'm telling you, that cotija, the cheese you put on the top, keep it light. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I want to cry. Yeah, you don't need water, you just need more broth.
Bye, kids. We'll see you later.
Que rico está. I need a napkin or like 10.
And the roasted pepper.
For the filling, you're gonna need some fillings to fill your chile. I'm just kidding.
All in your feelings. Listen to some Drake. And then
Yes, girl, you have to get Drake before you make this chile, okay?
You have to really be in your feelings.
Yeah.
Or some Juan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Por lo que quieras, tú más Ya, pues, ya, my
You
feelings.
could get a karaoke.
Es que ya estoy en mis feelings.
I thought you were gonna give me. Dime cuándo tú. All right, friends.
But I
So
think for kids, it's important if you want them to eat all your food to add in that chicken flavor. They're gonna leave all the food behind.
yeah, when you don't add that chicken bouillon, I do notice that the kids are like, we're not having this. Mom.
Even mine. So you want them to eat your food or not, you gotta pick your battles.
Right.
But I like the natural one way better.
I can't go back to using the other one. I tried last month and I couldn't do it. It just made me bloat worse than my time of the month.
Yeah.
So
no,
it was a good thing to say goodbye to.
Yep. I wanted to acknowledge our Views Club friend. She wants to cook some of your food, but there's because she leave onions out. I guess
Yeah.
one of her kids doesn't eat onions.
Yeah, if you can substitute the onions for onion powder or just omit it, you should be okay with that recipe as well.
Okay. Make it comfortable for your home.
Woo! Cheers, everybody.
Any little movement counts at our age.
Right? I agree. I don't know, Claude. You do some Jane Fonda and I can't keep up with your energy at times.
You have crazy energy too, girl.
Girl, but you have like, I'm gonna monkey around energy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we're gonna play and we are gonna play dolls all day.
all day.
All day.
Girl, what do you think about the gatitos that watch you with their parents?
The Views Pod Junior, they're juniors even though they're
The
adults.
Views Pause.
I love our Views Pods.
I love when on social media we get the parents recording them watching Views on the Road.
I didn't realize how much like our pets, our fur babies, love cooking shows.
They do.
They really do. Tag us with a picture of your Views Paws in our Instagram and social media so we can repost them, friends. It's easier for us to do that on Instagram, but we love you on all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere, and Instagram. I stay away from TikTok because you guys are wild there.
No, the kids are wild on TikTok. And
There's no
don't be
babysitting.
Don't be tagging your husband saying that's your mascota, that's your mascot. Leave your man alone.
Your man is not your Views Paws, okay? I don't want to get in trouble.
I know some of you.
I don't want us to get in trouble.
You guys are just like me. I am a hungry hippo.
There's some people that can't eat that much, and there's some of us that can eat the hungry hippo. I don't know. Our Views Club Junior, sometimes you guys are particular, and I love it. You guys keep me guessing.
I like that they don't lie.
Kids
They'll
don't lie.
tell their parents if they don't like their cooking.
kids don't like, you can't force it.
Don't get your feelings hurt. Just take that as a challenge. If your kids don't like your cooking, just keep on improving every day.
I'm telling you, I used to cook super traditional food for my kids and they're like, no, Mom. So now you guys see. Views on the road, everybody.
I want some. The Views Kitchen program.
Girl, hey, who's calling you?
Amber Alert. Oh,
oh my goodness.
Park City, Utah. Girl, that's how we're.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fajita chicken marinade. I'm going to cook it up for you guys, and I'm also going to be doing a quick side dish because you know you got to have a little bit of balance, and I switch it up for my kids, and you guys ask me a lot like how do I feed my family. This is one of those recipes, and I think that you guys are going to be super excited. So if you want to learn how to make this, please keep watching. Okay friends, before I get started, I want to say if you guys have a weak stomach and you don't like meat products, this portion is something you might want to skip. Okay, just forward it a little bit. I love you guys, but I get you. I respect you. So what I'm gonna say now is that I've already sliced my chicken breast in half. You can make this with tenderloin, you can make it with whatever piece of the chicken that you want. This marinade is bomb.com, and I have a lot of marinades for chicken, so if you guys try this and you like it and you want another one, please let me know in the comments because I got you, okay? I eat so much chicken, my family eats a lot of chicken. So what I did, I sliced my chicken breast in half, I pounded it and made it really flat, and it just makes it easier for my babies to eat because sometimes like biting into that big chicken breast texture wise my kids are not happy with, especially my Punky. So I'm gonna put my seasoning, and my seasoning in this recipe is gonna be in the description area, okay?
The seasoning that you used?
The seasoning that I make, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool.
My garlic, the liquid blend of love, just a little bit, not a lot, just enough for taste. Zip it up. And I know this is plastic, guys. I'm gonna recycle, but for chicken, I don't mess with chicken. I'm terrified. So just start mixing it around. Make sure it's all coated well.
Girl, I leave you for a day and you have a scratch on your arm?
What?
What happened?
Oh my goodness. Hold on a second because I need to get a little bit of oil for this one.
I got you.
So then you just add your portion of oil that you want to add in there. I'll leave you my recommendation in the description area with the full recipe. And now let me tell you how I got this boo-boo on my arm right here. Well, all my dogs are rescue dogs. I'm just that person that saves the dogs that are in the streets, and if I'm gonna get a dog, I'm gonna adopt. I'm just that human, right? Well, my pretty girl, Pixie, she's a Jack Terrier mix. She doesn't like to get her nails cut. She has a lot of anxiety like her mother, okay? I've been doing really good with my anxiety actually by cooking here with you guys and your company, so thank you guys for that. And my girl doesn't like to get her nails cut. So I had to get a towel, kind of wrap her, and then only take one little paw out. But in the process of cutting her nails, the other ones stay sharp for a few days, and whenever she like tried to get away from me, I felt like how Myra in a way, when she used to hug the little dogs, she scratched me. So,
Oh no.
I mean, and the thing is that when I take her to the vet and they cut her nails there, she comes back all like wired up. Her eyes are red because it turns out that they gave her like Benadryl to calm her down, girl.
Poor baby, did they really?
Yeah, and I was like, no.
Not
So,
my baby.
yeah, my Pixie's, she has Cushing's disease, so they wanted to put her on medication, and the medication, she wouldn't even come near me
Poor baby,
anymore.
I
So
remember.
we decided as a family not to medicate her and do the best we can to keep her happy. And she has a real big like fat mass on her rib. They can't even do surgery. Her teeth have become so bad, you guys, that she's a stinky girl, and we're just waiting it out with her. And oh my goodness, my heart aches thinking about it, but I'm very grateful for the time that she has.
She still has the quality of life, I know.
Oh yeah, she's functional.
Yeah.
I'm making her sound like a real like
I know,
charity
I'm
case.
just like, what?
It's because that's my baby girl.
I know.
My pretty.
She's very smart. She knows all kinds of commands.
Yes, she does.
That's your hard work, girl.
Yes, I taught her all her commands, and she's an intelligent lady. All right, friends. So here's what I'm going to say to you. If you marinate this fajita
chicken, I was gonna say meat, if you marinate it for 24 hours, it's gonna taste amazing. It's gonna taste like the ones you buy at the stores, because those have been marinated for like a day or two and maybe even longer depending on your store. So it's gonna have the best flavor. Now, if you marinate it 8 to 12 hours, it's gonna be just as good. And even if you don't have that kind of time, and you can add this kind of flavor to your chicken, because chicken's very difficult to absorb seasonings and flavors, I would say go ahead and marinate it for about an hour while you do the other ingredients, and then do the chicken at the end. So if you try it at 30 minutes, come back and let us know how it worked out for you. I'm gonna go ahead and marinate this for about an hour, and while this is marinating, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to make our potato salad. So yeah, let me put this to the side. Okay friends, potato salad time. You guys already know how to boil a potato. Boil it for about 20 minutes, turn it off, let it cool, and then peel the outside and chop it up into little cubes or big ones, whatever you want to do. Make it comfortable for your home. I know a lot of people don't like potato salad. Punky's one of them. I've tried this recipe with so many different varieties, and it's just not for him.
Really?
He does not.
He doesn't like potatoes, or just
No, he doesn't like the texture of like mashed potatoes, but my mother-in-law didn't like mashed potatoes either.
Oh, okay.
From what I remember. Okay, so I have all the ingredients and amounts are going to be in your description area. Make sure to take a look at that, and any kind of adjustments or recommendations I have for you, they're going to be in the description area, okay friends? So I have my boiled egg finely chopped like this.
Some huevitos.
Some huevitos. You know, one of the things that I really dislike is potato salad that is overdone. For me, it just, oh my goodness, no. Like, I don't like it with sugar. I don't like it with so many extras. Just keep it basic, because you don't need to mess with something that's just done right, you know?
When I used to have a sugar addiction, I loved it with sugar.
What in the world? Well, you know what? I let me be honest. Like, when you put, sometimes, like if I'm at a cookout and I didn't make the food, if it has the red bell peppers, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That little sweetness.
That sweetness, I'm okay with. This smells like Thanksgiving as soon as I chop.
Oh yeah.
Celery, yeah. Again, a lot of people don't like onions. For me, I like that extra crunch in here with the celery. So, my onions.
This family loves onions.
They're antibacterial, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I love onions. And let me give that a good little mix before I add all the rest of my ingredients in here. Okay, just so that when I incorporate all the ingredients, they mix well.
Oh, I love those celery leaves.
Yes, they're so flavorful. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people ask, like, do you eat the stems from your cilantro? That's the best part. Your leaves from your celery, the same. Your salt and pepper is going to be to taste, but you guys know I'll leave you recommendations. Mustard.
You think granny mustard would be good in this?
You're really going to go there right now? Really? The queen of grainy mustard, I count with you. Yeah, it would be good. It makes it more gourmet, you know?
It gets me in trouble every time.
You guys, I have a secret ingredient. I'm not going to post this one in the description. It's going to say secret ingredient, because you guys know I like to play around, okay? Like, I change it up for you guys. So your secret ingredient is your pickles. I add a little bit of the pickle juice and finely chopped pickles. So if you're looking for the recipe, it says secret ingredient. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? And you can mix this all at once. I do my steps different all the time. I never do something the same. It's very, I tend to do things different. I make my brain work. The more I work my brain, the healthier and better I feel, actually. I don't like to be stagnant for too long and just keep things. I think certain things are routine for me, but I like to change it up, you know?
That's smart.
And now we're gonna add our mayonnaise. If you guys don't want to use the full amount of mayonnaise, like I mentioned in the macaroni salad for you guys, you want to go ahead and use half a cup or whatever portion you're using, add a little bit, like maybe 1/4 of water, dilute it a little bit more, and that way it spreads out a little bit more for you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and add our mayonesa. Mayonnaise.
Isn't there a song that has mayonesa in it?
Mayonesa. Da, 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 da. I don't remember the words,
DJ Mayonesa.
DJ Mayonesa.
Okay, we're the people at the DJ booth, like, non-stop requesting songs so we can dance.
Yeah, I used to, like, I love music, so they'd be like, that's next, and I would go back 30 minutes. I'm like, where is it? They're like, quítate de aquí, chamaquita.
Like, move from here, little girl.
You know how I got them to play my music? I'd show up with the beer. I used to get in so much trouble by our dad. Why are you handling beer? Like, the DJ wanted one, and I'd be like, I'll keep bringing them if you play my music.
Really?
Yes.
See, you guys are seeing how creamy it is. You want it to be this creamy because once you put it in the refrigerator, the potato starts absorbing all the flavor, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. So it does need to be a little bit creamier, and that's why when you do, if you add a little bit of water to your portion, it's gonna look like this. But for me, you see the water that I added, not the water, the vinegar, pickle juice, the pickle juice that I added, it helped keep it nice and moist. And I'm sorry for using that word for those that are offended. I love you, bear with me, but it does keep it moist for the potatoes. Okay. If you guys are gonna keep this in your refrigerator for a long period of time, don't put the onions in here because they tend to spoil. You guys ready to give this a nice, delicious taste? Look how big it is. Mmm.
The viewers want you to feed me.
I am.
Mmm.
I'm not playing with you
Wow.
guys. I know how to do like barbecue cookout food. This recipe that I just shared with you with the measurements that I have in the description for you, you're gonna come back and tell me, Steph, you were right. But if you like the sweet one, then I'm gonna leave you a description, like the options you have for your sweetness. But I know a lot of us are trying to eliminate sugar from our so many recipes, okay? You can use it if you want. I'm always gonna look out for you guys. Whether you like sugar or not, it's gonna be in the description area. So I'm gonna wait a few more minutes before I start making our fajita, but when you guys see me, we're gonna be ready to roll, okay? So let me set this to the side, refrigerate it, and yeah, I'm actually really hungry right now.
Me too.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait
do
to
this.
Yes. All right, friends, last time we grilled and sizzled on here, you guys couldn't hear me, so bear with me. If you guys can't hear me, I'll just put some music, and if you guys need to know anything, I'll type it up for you guys. I'm gonna be cooking this on a medium heat. But on your end, if you see that the heat's too much, lower it. We're not trying to burn our food. All right, friends, next batch is up. There's an intermission. I'll show you guys on the next one. What I'm doing is I'm just grilling my chicken first, and then I'm setting it to the side, because if you were to add your veggies right now, you would get mush, and you guys know how I feel about that. You don't deserve mushy vegetables. So let me go ahead and place this down and enjoy the sizzle and the music. If you're rushing, make sure not to crowd your pan, because too much is going to take away from the heat that we need to give us the flavor and the sear that we want, okay? All right, friends, we're getting ready to turn this chicken. If you notice, I'm turning it when it turns all white on this side and it's cooked through, okay? That way you cook it a little bit less. And if you turn it when it's pink up here, it's gonna be up to you how you wanna cook it. This is how I'm doing it.
Look what one's coming out for you.
Which one?
Turn around every now and then. Ooh, that's beautiful.
All right, friends, we're getting ready to turn this chicken. If you notice, I'm turning it when it turns all white on this side and it's cooked through, okay? That way you cook it a little bit less. And if you turn it when it's pink up here, it's gonna be up to you how you wanna cook it. This is how I'm doing it. All right, friends, I'm gonna continue to cook this because it's getting really loud for you guys, and for me, I don't like yelling at you. It's not my thing. So I'll see you guys shortly when it's time to add your veggies. Oh yeah. Friends, when you see that chicken crust right here, you know you're onto some delicious bomb flavor. Let me move this to the side real quick. Got my pile of chicken over here. And just add a little bit of oil. And now I'm gonna add my veggies. They're all fresh except for my roasted poblano pepper right here, okay? Pour it in. I'm blocking you guys, I'm sorry. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook them 2, max 3 minutes. It should go by real quick. We just want them to get seared with the flavor that's already there from our chicken. And while that's going on there, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some of the chicken that I have resting down here. That one's going to be easier for the babies to eat. So I just go for a quick chop like this. And with this one, for the smaller kids, I'll show you guys what I do to chop it up real quick because they really can't bite through the fajita. I think that's more aesthetic for like the adults, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll show you guys what I do for my babies.
No, Ari, she's not talking to you.
He is my baby though.
He's right by your feet.
Is he? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is the kind of knife that you can put a little bit of pressure and it gets the job done. Like if you're cutting, it's a little bit but if it's like machete taco style, isn't it how amazing how this like indoor grilling type of food gives you the sear and the flavor that came through for this, guys? That's why you want to look at the description for the recipe because there's a certain blend on there that's really going to make it taste like grilled food for you. So I just keep chopping this up really fine for the babies and it's easier for them to eat, and then the adults can just cut up their own little pieces of the fajita chicken. Let me give this a good mix over here. Not all the kids like the peppers in here, so I think doing it separately like this is definitely a lot easier, because when you try to do all of this together, please let me know in the comment section how many of you guys mushed up your bell peppers. You know, and I think separately you still get the flavor from the chicken in here, and you're good. The only thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt over this, and then we should be good to go to plate it over here. Because if I would have salted it any earlier, it would have taken out way too much of the moisture from the tenderness that I want to have from the veggies. You guys, this is exactly how I make the chicken fajitas for my family. I want you guys to know that I put a lot of love in this recipe for you guys. You guys continue to inspire me. Our name is really getting out there. Our channel is growing. I want to thank every single one of you that is sharing it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The ones that are sharing with their family and friends. You guys are making this channel what it is. You guys are putting real home cooking on the map, and I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for a very long time for you guys, and we're getting healthy together. Just because we eat this kind of food doesn't mean we're not gonna be healthy. I care about you guys as much as you care about me. And on that note, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please take the time to subscribe. I do get chatty, but I'm human, okay? We socialize when we cook. with home cooking. That's it for me. Please let me know what you guys thought about this recipe. I know you guys really love the beef fajita, and continue bringing it. Put your request down below. We're gonna get through all these recipes at some point or another. So keep on the lookout, because we do have the arroz con leche coming up. You guys have been asking me for that one, and it's coming, and I'm ready to bring it for you guys, because I know that can be a very complicated recipe from flavor to texture. You know I got you. So I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Adios!
Hello and welcome. Today I'll be showing you how to make popular taco shop sides. And make sure to stick around to the end, because I'm going to show you how to set up your taco bar. In this bowl I have a thinly sliced large purple onion, and I like the pickled onions with purple because it just makes it look extra pretty, but you can make it with any kind of onions that you have, whether it's yellow or white. You want to add about 1/3 of a cup of lime juice. Add your salt, vinegar, and combine all your ingredients. For those of you that love spice, you can slice your jalapeno, your serrano, even your habanero. This will keep in your refrigerator for about 7 to 10 days. Make sure that you're using a clean utensil every time you're taking them out. And friends, if you're gonna use all of these for a party for that same day, you don't have to use the vinegar. The vinegar is just to preserve, and also it gives it a brighter color after a day. But these are ready to eat now. The longer they set here, the better. I think, what, 24 hours, Cloud, is usually?
That's the magic spot.
So let's set this to the side. For your red radishes, you wanna slice them thinly, or you can place them on a mandolin. Be very careful. If you don't have a mandolin, you're gonna say, Steph, how am I gonna get this so thin? Let me show you. I like this little rat tail. I know I'm not the only Mexican girl that has a crush on a rat tail. Or has had a crush on a rat tail, okay?
In the past.
In the past.
Now you just like tails.
So you can slice them as thin as you like. And what I like to do to preserve the freshness, I like to place the radishes in a ice cold little bucket like this. I'm already having fun. I think of a bucket, you know, a few chelas in there. Friends, if you like that mandolin, I purchased it on Amazon, and Cloud will link it in the description area. I absolutely love it. It's super easy, and I know you saw me using my hands, but it does have this little adapter. For those of you that have to, you know.
Use the adapter, you guys.
Use the adapter. You guys know I'm brave and I'm wild, but go ahead and place your radishes in a little bit of cold water. You can set it to the side in the refrigerator, and then I'll show you how I plate them. Next, we're gonna slice our cucumbers. Cut the ends, rub it, and we were raised to believe that that's gonna prevent the bitterness in your cucumber, but we also know if it was cultivated in a dry area with not enough water, you get the bitter ones.
But you're just safe rubbing the ends.
It's right? Just, I honestly, at this point, these Texan style cucumbers here are so juicy. I don't know where they're from, but I'm very grateful for whoever picked this for me, because the juicier, the better.
Texas.
They're Texan cucumbers.
They're thick and juicy.
Yeah. So you can slice your cucumbers just like this. A nice little make it comfortable for your home. But when you're busy and you got things to do, this little mandolin is amazing. I really love how easy the gadget is. You can gauge the thickness of what you want.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, you can julienne real easy with it as well. You see that?
Yeah, I love this tool for salads, like salad prep.
Mm-hmm. All right, that sounds pretty good to me. I like how I started off with circles, and then now these last ones are at an angle. So if you guys get the angle one, that means that you guys got fancy. You guys got the fancy part.
Please use the tool at this point. It would make me feel at ease.
I'm gonna eat this.
Oh, okay.
And for the cucumbers, I like to splash a little bit of lemon juice. You can use lemon or lime juice, just a few drops, just to keep the freshness, because you don't want your cucumbers to get all soft and sad, you know? You want them to be
crunchy?
nice and crunchy. So keep them in an ice cold water and place them in your refrigerator until you're ready to party. Sounds like I'm ready to party today.
I'm ready too.
For your pico de gallo, you want to add your tomatoes. And I really like using the ripe vine tomatoes that Cloud has me going wild over.
They're so delicious.
You want to add some jalapeno, finely chopped white onion. And if you don't have white onion, of course you can use yellow onion, cilantro, and salt. And to keep it fresh, we're gonna add half a key lime, just a little sprinkle. You don't wanna go too heavy on your pico de gallo with your lime. That's just to preserve everything and keep it nice and fresh. Make sure to look in the description because exact measurements can be found along with other tips and wonderful suggestions. And boom, done. Now for our taco shop guacamole, a lot of you wonder, why doesn't my guacamole at home taste like the one at the taco shop? I'm gonna tell you guys right now. It's because you're not using the skins from your zucchini. Interesting, right?
It is.
Another reason why it doesn't taste the same for you is because you're using lemon or lime. And let me tell you, your tomatillo has a citrus taste to it that balances out the flavor in the avocado to where you don't even need any salt. To your blender, you want to add some water. If you don't add the water, all of this is not going to blend properly. Your zucchini skins. One tomatillo, and I know tomatillo, sometimes you have a large, sometimes you have a small. It really doesn't matter. You should be okay with whatever you have on hand. Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's perfect.
And what happens to the zucchini meat?
The zucchini meat is going to be used when I sneak it into some pancakes or if I make calabacitas with cheese.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah, I do know about those zucchini pancakes on fire.
Okay, so go ahead and add your avocado to your blender.
Woohoo!
We all love this green gold.
The green and gold?
Yeah, green gold.
We do have a family member that's allergic to avocado and tomatillo.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
More for us, just
More
kidding.
for us. Who wanted that? We need it.
So good.
And all we're gonna do is we're gonna blend until smooth. I'm gonna start slowly and then I'm gonna pick up the speed. And with this Vitamix, I should only be here about 20 to 30 seconds. And boom, done, amigos. We are ready to party.
I noticed you didn't add salt to your guacamole.
You can, but since I have a lot of other salty things here, I just like to keep this one nice and fresh and just perfect. This is great for dipping cucumbers or your favorite veggies. And you asked me what I was gonna do with that zucchini. Let me give you all a quick little tip that my son and I absolutely love. For those of you that don't like veggies, look away because this is gonna get intense and you have to love green veggies for this. You're gonna get your zucchini, you're gonna dip it, and you're gonna eat that, and it's so, so good. You guys asked me how my skin stays so smooth and so hydrated. This is another reason. Now open up, Cloud. She's happy it's not carrots, everybody.
Ooh, what a great idea.
It works, right? Mm-hmm. In this pot, we have boiled water. You wanna add your tomatillo, your tomatoes, 2 handfuls of chile de árbol. Now, if you can't handle this kind of heat, but you just want to partake in this festivity, go ahead and just pick a few like this, look. Just like that. Just enough to give you some spice, but this salsa, if I don't bring the heat, I think my family's gonna kick me out.
We'll understand.
Garlic. So go ahead and place the lid over your pot and continue to boil until everything's nice and soft, and that should be anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes. After 8 to 10 minutes, you have nice soft chilies, tomatoes, and we're just gonna take all of them out and place them in our blender.
And we are gonna be using a little bit of the water that we have in here. So I'm gonna end up adding about half a cup. I think that'll do the work. Or else you're not gonna be able to blend. We're gonna blend until smooth. If you like it a little bit chunkier, you can, but this one, you want it a lot smoother. And if you want it to go a long way, you can even add a whole cup or even a cup and a half of your liquid if you have a lot of family and you guys love this salsa. I'm gonna start blending at a low speed, and then I'm gonna slowly pick it up until I max it about 30 to 45 seconds or until I see the smoothness that I want. Now, for those of you that have family members that really love this salsa, you can even get away with using 2 cups of the liquid so that you can make this last a little bit longer for everybody. And you can add your salt at any time. I forgot to add it when we were blending it, so now I'm just gonna blend it just a bit to mix my salt in there. But before or after, friends, you can't fail this recipe. And boom, done, amigos. We are ready to serve. I'm gonna finish setting up our taco party.
That tray is so you.
It really is just like a DJ. If you like pickles, you're gonna love these onions. Yeah, so go ahead and add your cucumbers. Right in the center, I have some seasoned ground beef, and this little container in the center holds 1 pound, which is great for me. So you can assemble.
And it keeps it warm, right?
It keeps it warm. Let me show you guys a little cord here. It's a tiny little crock pot, and it keeps everything nice and warm for you.
Date night, here we come.
Yes, boom, done type thing. You can prep all of these ingredients the day before, even your ground beef, and the next day you're ready to celebrate. I know a lot of graduates are out there. Congratulations to all of you. I'm proud of your hard work. Parents, adults, teachers, everybody involved. And this little part, you can mix it with a little bit of cheese or your lettuce. And this is what we have, a nice little
Taco
DJ
station.
booth. It's a DJ booth. If you want to learn to make perfect fried taco shells at home, make sure to look in the description area. I'm going to be linking our taco shell video. We did it at the DIY Taco Bell.
Felt a lot of fun.
And the lettuce, I think, is the only thing we didn't chop up and discuss. But what I do with the lettuce is I just sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice, and that keeps it nice and crispy and fresh. All right, amigos, say ah. It's already starting to sprinkle on my plate. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Hello and welcome, amigos. Today I'm going to show you how to make a peach tres leches cake. Take 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and sift that into a bowl. To your bowl, you're going to add 5 egg yolks, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, and you're going to mix for 1 minute. After a minute, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 1/4 of a cup of milk. Continue mixing until you see that your mixture is pale yellow. In another bowl, you want to add your egg whites, and you want to mix them for a few seconds. Then you want to add your sugar and continue beating until you have some nice stiff peaks that look just like that. To your egg yolk mixture, you want to start adding your flour, and we're going to do that in 3 parts. And when you're letting the batter drop just like this, you should have the ribbon effect, okay? Now it's time for us to fold in our egg whites. And we're gonna do that in 3 parts. Today, I'm gonna be using a round cake mold, and I purchased these on Amazon. They're already cut out for you, super easy, so that whenever we have to take our cake out, we can just pull it out through the sides. I'm gonna drop it just a few times, and then I'm gonna smooth the cake out through the top, just like that. And now you want to bake your cake at 350 degrees. Place it in the center rack for 28 to 30 minutes. For your syrup, you want to add 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of condensed milk, 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and canned peaches. And now you want to blend until smooth.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow this cake to rest for a good 30 minutes before we come and poke all the lovely holes in here. Our cake has cooled, but look at how thick. So once your cake has cooled, you wanna go around and poke some holes. And now I'm gonna start pouring in our syrup. And I'm only gonna do a little bit of syrup today, and then tomorrow I'll pour a little bit more because I'm gonna place this cake in the refrigerator overnight so it can get nice and cold. And then I'm gonna continue to decorate it tomorrow. And now it's time to make our whipped cream. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be using a really cold bowl. I already placed it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I also placed my whipping cream in the freezer to make it extra cold. You can use sugar or powdered sugar. For this blend, I'm gonna be using powdered sugar today, and I'm gonna be adding it a little bit at a time. And then we're just gonna start mixing until we get some beautifully whipped cream. And now it's time to decorate our cake. My boys love strawberries, so we are gonna have some strawberries. And then I'm gonna layer our canned peaches. I'm gonna need somebody very special to say